Okay. As Ali, this is our introductory session, so I just want to mention my name and something about me as well. I am Sachin
Of
Chaurasia.
course.
I come from central part of India, Madhya Pradesh. Right now, I am a voracious reader and avid learner, and working toward my passion as teacher. So I am here with you.
Oh, that's cool. Really,
Yep.
that's cool.
Before starting our session, I just want to confirm two, three things from you. Do you mind me if I chime in while while you talking to correct you?
Yeah, you can correct me. Otherwise, you can go for the paper and you can write down paper end of the session. Before end of the session, you can correct me. I feel more
Okay.
better if you do it.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And another thing is that do you want us to discuss about today's topic or you want me to discussing about general things?
Yeah, actually, we can go for journal, but after all, we can go for the topic that we have decided.
Okay. Uh, Ali, so you come from UP, right?
Yeah,
Okay, and you are working as accountant.
of course.
Okay, so how are your leisure and journalists going on?
Yeah, it's going very fantastic and everything is going very well. And what did you ask? Actually, I didn't get exactly. You
Uh,
leisure or leisure time?
no, I'm not talking about leisure time. I am talking the professional things you do every day,
Okay,
leisure and
okay.
journal
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. That means I was going in right way. So yeah, everything was going very perfectly. Whatever I do work and whatever is get I in a time. So it's going very fantastic and cool. Every day I enjoy my life and do everything. So, yeah,
Okay,
that's
seems very positive and confident.
yeah, of course. I feel always myself as a positive, and whatever I feel I don't have something else, so I feel yeah I can do it. So really, I feel myself as a positive person, and that I believe, and I do it many times.
So is it
Yeah.
the result of plans or this is something impromptu?
Not impromptu. Whatever I do, it's always go through the plan. It may be sometimes it happen that I go with impromptu, but most of time I do something that is good my plan. So, like I always make some plan related to day plan. It could be weekly plan, monthly, or a long-term goals. So yeah, I do this kind of activities in terms of stuff.
So what are the treats you give yourself while accomplishment?
Yeah, actually, every week, just in weekly, I give some time for me to be joyful life to the stresses and different kinds of activities. So yeah, actually, in like my previous days, I used to take some fast food and anything like chocolate, and it could be water balls. Like these are the things when I get free time and if I feel better, so I go through like this kind of thing. Nowadays, weekly when I feel free and if I want to reward myself, so I go with biryani. Really, I like it, so I do it. So these are the things I do to
Okay,
get
I think
rewarded.
something we are having in common. I too love biryanis, but actually mutton
Oh,
biryani.
oh, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
don't prefer
actually, I
chickens.
also like mutton, but sometimes, most of time, I go with chicken. But I like mutton as well.
Okay, so can you tell me something about your professional goals or plans? What are you working for?
Yeah, actually, recently, not only recently, I have been working as a teacher last 10 years. But recently, I joined my place and my work, and I started working as an accountant. Actually, moving from there, it's part of my goal. Actually, I wanted to achieve new things. I wanted to learn some new things. I was doing there. It was a job related to teamwork, and I was getting a lot of benefit over there. I was learning new things over there. But in terms of the English, I was not getting environment there. That is the main reason move from new location, from there to new location. And now I am here just I am inculcate myself to do multiple things regarding English language. So yeah, I made a longer plan for it. I made a plan how to be fluent myself, and I'm doing it. So yeah, these are the things I had in my mind. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You are working for language actually. So can I
yeah.
know something about what are your actual plans for language, how you are tackling the difficulties?
Yeah, actually, in terms of the language, really, I was not able to speak fluently. Not only fluently, actually, I was not able to speak a single sentence. I was not good at grammar, everything was poor. So I started struggling with this language and I started finding my weakness. And whatever I have got, just I started working over it. So nowadays, what I'm doing, actually, I have crossed my intermediate level and now I'm achieving my advanced level. So I am facing many problems even now, like pronunciation problem. I'm struggling with grammar as well, and the thing is that whenever I speak to all of a sudden to any particular hypothetical question or anything, so I do not feel more comfortable as compared to talk in random conversation. So just I want to work on it, and I want some deep knowledge to go through the good access. So yeah, these are the things I'm doing.
And what about reading section? How you are coping with that thing? Do you prefer reading newspaper, books, or how you're going through that?
Actually, to be honest with you, I'm not the person like uh, read a lot. So I would say I'm not bookish person, but I started working on it as well because following all the steps is very important to get through the good language. So, what happened with me before 3 months? Just I bought a one book with a view to start reading. So I bought at that time, but that book was not, not in sense of interest. It was not good for me. I was not getting interest over there. So I started reading it because I was facing little problem like it was the advanced book, so it could be vocabulary problem, the sentence structure also. The story of the book was not more interesting. So just I decided to take any book that would be better to go through the interest. After interest, I can read any book. But before, actually, I'm not the person to read a lot. So for before going it, just I'll try to take interest on it. So I didn't learn it. Nowadays, what I'm doing, I'm reading articles. It could be anything. Like now, this
Wonderful.
is the topic of the plan. So sometimes I go on Google and type the sense whatever I want to read and read 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes like a day. So these are the things I'm doing. So I would say finally, earlier I didn't want to read more. I wanted to start my reading habit. So I couldn't do it. Now I'm indulging in this reading part, and sure I'm going to buy a new book that would be better for me, and I'll try to
My
become
suggestion would
interested.
be to just choose your genre and you would be interested in books because books are
Yeah,
the best friend we can have. Other
yeah, yeah,
thing
yeah.
which comes to my mind, how then I can see you are speaking very well. So if you are not reading, then how you are coping with vocabulary and all things? The grammar you are using, it's good.
Actually, in initially, sir, just I started watching a lot of videos. So my grammars were weak, so just I started watching and understanding the thing. Just I was not watching rough and rough. So I started watching YouTube videos very carefully. Especially, I was focusing at that moment on the grammar part. So I was doing like this kind of activities. At the same time, whatever I was getting, any new vocabulary, just I write down on the paper. So I made a good structure to for the vocabularies. Whenever I read any article, whenever I watch any videos, whenever I listen any podcast, if I find anything very interesting, especially the vocabulary which very relate to the conversation, immediately I jump to the Google Translation. First I write down over there, and then after when I get free time in my leisure time, just I copy it in my copy. So in this way, I am working on my vocabulary. I have written like thousands of vocabularies. Few of the vocabularies I'm able to recall, and few of I'm not able to recall. So really, but I have written n numbers of vocabularies.